Life will test you. People will push your buttons. Situations will come just to see if they can break you. But the real victory doesn't come from shouting back, fighting back, or proving yourself in anger. The real victory comes when you master yourself. When you can stand in the middle of chaos, keep your cool, and respond with wisdom instead of rage. That's when you win. Your reaction is your power. Life will always present you with moments that test your patience. Somebody will say something sideways, somebody will doubt you, and somebody will try to push you out of character. That's life, but the real question is not what they do, it's what you do back. See, when you get angry and lose control, you hand over your power. You're basically telling that person, you control me. That's not strength, that's weakness disguised as toughness. The strongest person in the room isn't the loudest. It isn't the one throwing insults. It's the one who can keep their peace, smile, and stay focused while everybody else loses their cool. Your reaction is the difference between peace and chaos. When you choose calmness, you keep your spirit steady. When you choose anger, you invite destruction into your own life. Some people want you to react. They thrive on it. They'll poke. They'll push. They'll test you just to see if they can make you break. The moment you react in anger, they know they've won. But when you stay calm, when you look at them and refuse to give them the satisfaction, suddenly you take all their power away. They don't know what to do with somebody they can't rattle. That's where strength lies, in your ability to stand firm, not shake, not fold, and not let someone else's chaos dictate your character. People will remember your reaction longer than they remember what was said to you. If you blow up, that becomes your reputation. If you stay composed, that becomes your respect. Imagine every situation like a test. The world is asking, are you going to let emotions rule you, or are you going to rule your emotions? Every time you respond wisely, you pass. Think about the times in your life where anger cost you something. Maybe you said words you wish you could take back. Maybe you made a move that destroyed a relationship. Those moments prove how costly losing control can be. Now think about the times you stayed calm, you walked away, you didn't let it get to you. Those are the moments you won. Those are the moments you saved yourself from unnecessary pain. Your reaction is your signature. It tells the world what kind of person you are. Hot-headed, easy to manipulate, or strong, steady, unshakable. You decide. You can't stop storms from coming, but you can choose not to get drenched in them. That's the art of controlling your reaction. That's where your freedom lies. Winning doesn't always look like fighting back. Sometimes winning looks like walking away with your peace intact. That's victory. The truth is, once you learn to control your reaction, you're untouchable. Nobody can pull your strings anymore because your emotions belong to you, not to them. Emotions can cost you opportunities. Opportunities don't come around every day. And when they do, your emotions can either open the door or slam it shut in your face. People don't just look at your talent. They watch your temperament. They want to know, can you handle pressure? Can you deal with conflict without blowing up? You can be the smartest in the room, but if you can't control your emotions, people won't trust you with responsibility. They'll see you as a risk. Many people have lost jobs, deals, and relationships, not because they weren't capable, but because they couldn't keep their cool. You don't want to be the person people avoid working with because you're unpredictable. Nobody wants to gamble their future on your emotions. Emotional control is professionalism. It's maturity. It's knowing how to carry yourself even when things don't go your way. The truth is, the world rewards the person who can stay calm under fire. That's who people follow. That's who people trust with opportunities. Every time you let anger control you, you risk burning a bridge you may need tomorrow. One heated moment can destroy years of hard work. But when you stay calm, when you prove you can be trusted in tough times, doors keep opening for you. People remember that. The higher you go, the more important this becomes. Leaders, bosses, business owners, they all understand. Emotions can destroy empires if left unchecked. If you can't master your emotions at the small levels, you won't be trusted with the big levels. It's that simple. Emotional discipline isn't just about self-respect. It's about protecting your future. You can't afford to lose big opportunities because of small feelings. Every time you feel yourself about to snap, ask, is this worth the blessing I could lose? 9 times out of 10, it's not. The world isn't just watching your talent. It's watching your temperament. That's the silent test you take every day. The moment you realize emotions can cost opportunities, you'll start protecting your reactions like you protect your money. Because both are currency that determine your future. Silence is louder than anger. Silence is not weakness. Silence is power. Anybody can scream, shout, or clap back. But it takes a strong person to keep quiet and let silence speak for them. The truth is, silence often says more than words ever could. It confuses your enemies. It frustrates your haters. It makes people wonder what you're thinking. When you respond in anger, you give away your playbook. You let people know how to get under your skin, but when you stay silent, they can't figure you out. Silence is a mystery, and mystery is strength. People fear what they don't understand. When they can't predict your reaction, they can't control you. Think about it. When you argue with a fool, nobody can tell the difference between the two of you. Silence keeps you from being dragged into their foolishness. There are times when your silence is the loudest statement you could ever make, because it shows you value your peace more than proving your point. Some people want your reaction just so they can brag about it later. When you don't give it to them, you rob them of their satisfaction. Silence also gives you time to think. Instead of speaking in emotion, you create space for wisdom to guide your next move. Silence is a shield. It protects you from saying words you can't take back. It saves you from creating scars you'll later regret. You don't have to clap back every time someone disrespects you. Sometimes the best response is none at all. Silence doesn't mean you didn't notice. It doesn't mean you weren't hurt. It means you chose yourself over the drama. People underestimate silence. They think it's passive, but the truth is, it's one of the strongest moves you can make. Silence is strategy. It's choosing not to waste energy on battles that don't matter. It's saving your strength for what truly deserves it. When you master silence, you master control. And when you master control, nobody can touch you. Silence is not empty. It's full of answers. Sometimes the quietest person in the room is the one winning the loudest. Patience turns insults into lessons. Life will always hand you insults, betrayals, and disrespect. People will mock you, laugh at you, and try to bring you down, but patience turns all that pain into wisdom. Without patience, every insult feels like an attack. But with patience, you start seeing those insults as lessons. Lessons about who people really are. Lessons about what not to become. Lessons about how strong you are. When somebody disrespects you, they're not just revealing how they feel about you. They're revealing their own character. Patience lets you see that. Patience keeps you from reacting out of pride. Pride wants to snap back. But wisdom wants to step back. Every insult is a test. The test is simple. Will you react and lower yourself, or will you stay calm and rise above? Patience is the difference between wasting your energy and saving your energy. And saved energy becomes fuel for your goals. If you think about it, some of your greatest growth came from moments where you stayed patient. You didn't explode. You didn't give in. You endured. And because you endured, you grew. Patience teaches you that not everything deserves your response. Some things deserve your silence, and some things deserve your absence. When you're patient, you stop asking, "Why are they treating me like this?" And you start asking, "What is this teaching me?" That's where the growth happens. Insults can be painful, but patience turns them into preparation. They prepare you for the bigger stages, where the pressure is even higher. Without patience, you'll quit too soon. But with patience, you'll learn that insults are not barriers. They are just part of the journey. Patience builds emotional muscle. It gives you strength to carry yourself with dignity while others act out of weakness. You can't stop people from insulting you, but you can stop yourself from being destroyed by it. That's the power of patience. In time, you'll realize the very people who tried to tear you down were actually helping you grow tougher. That's the gift hidden in the insult. Patience doesn't just protect your emotions. It transforms your pain into purpose. And once you see insults as lessons, you never lose again. Peace protects your energy. Peace is priceless. When you protect your peace, you protect your life. Anger, bitterness, revenge, all of that drains you. It robs you of the energy you need for your goals, your dreams, and your happiness. Every time you let someone pull you into drama, they steal a little bit of your energy. And the more you give away, the less you have for yourself. Protecting your peace means learning to say no to battles that don't matter. Not every argument deserves your energy. When you live in peace, your mind is clearer, your spirit is lighter, your focus is sharper. That's the kind of environment where success grows. Peace isn't found, it's created, and it's created by choices. The choice to walk away, the choice to let go, the choice to stay calm. Protecting your peace doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to know your energy is too valuable to waste. When you protect your peace, you stop reacting to every small thing. You stop letting negativity drain you. Peace is like a shield. It blocks out the chaos and keeps your spirit strong. You'll notice that when you live in peace, you don't get tired as fast. You don't get discouraged as quickly because your energy is preserved. Protecting your peace sometimes means protecting your space. Not everyone deserves access to your presence. The truth is, you can't build a great life in constant drama. Peace is the foundation. Peace isn't just quiet, it's power. It's knowing you're in control of yourself, no matter what's going on around you. Protect your peace like you protect your money, because both are currency that determine your future. Once you realize peace protects your energy, you'll stop trading your sanity for temporary arguments. You'll choose calm, and you'll always come out stronger. Wisdom lives in a calm mind. Wisdom doesn't speak in chaos. Wisdom whispers in stillness. That's why a calm mind is the home of clarity. When your emotions are loud, your wisdom gets quiet. But when your emotions are quiet, your wisdom gets loud. The calm mind sees solutions the angry mind can't. That's why controlling your emotions leads to smarter choices. Many people ruin blessings not because they're not capable, but because they made decisions in emotion instead of wisdom. A calm mind is patient. It doesn't rush. It waits for the right move, and the right move always wins. Wisdom is like water. It flows where it's allowed. Anger blocks it. Calmness invites it. When you calm your mind, you give yourself space to think clearly, to hear your intuition, to hear God guiding you. Rash decisions made in emotion lead to regret. Wise decisions made in calmness lead to reward. The calm mind sees the big picture. The emotional mind only sees the moment. Wisdom teaches you that not everything requires a reaction. Some things require reflection. Calmness is intelligence. It's knowing you don't have to rush. You don't have to fight every battle. You just have to move strategically. People with calm minds see opportunities others miss because they're not blinded by anger. The calm mind listens more than it speaks. And listening always teaches more than shouting. A calm mind doesn't just protect you. It guides you. It shows you where to step and where not to. Once you learn that wisdom lives in calmness, you'll stop letting emotions cloud your vision. You'll move smarter, not harder. Control leads to respect. People respect the one who doesn't lose their cool. That's real strength. When you can't control your emotions, people don't see you as powerful. They see you as fragile. But when you stay calm under pressure, you command respect without saying a word. Respect isn't earned by shouting the loudest. It's earned by standing the strongest. The more control you have, the more respect you gain. Because people admire discipline, think about it. When someone insults you and you don't react, they end up looking small. You end up looking big. Respect is about self-mastery. If you can master yourself, people will naturally respect you. Losing control might feel good for the moment, but it costs you long-term respect. People remember your composure. They remember how you handled pressure. That's what builds your reputation. Control isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's knowing you don't have to fight every time to win. People follow calm leaders. They don't follow emotional ones. That's why control creates respect. Every time you hold your tongue, every time you stay calm, you're building respect in silence. Respect is not demanded, it's earned, and control is the currency that earns it. The more control you show, the more people look up to you. That's influence. Control may not always feel like victory in the moment, but over time it makes you the person everyone trusts and respects. Master your emotions, master your life. At the end of the day, everything comes down to this. If you master your emotions, you master your life. Emotions are powerful, but they were never meant to be the driver. They're passengers, you're the driver. If your emotions drive you, you'll crash. But if you drive your emotions, you'll reach your destiny. Mastering emotions means you choose discipline over impulse. And discipline is the root of success. Your dreams require focus. Your goals require consistency. You can't achieve either if emotions keep pulling you off course. The highest form of power is self-control. Because if you can control yourself, nothing outside of you can break you. Mastering emotions doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you feel deeply, but you choose wisely. Emotions are like fire. Uncontrolled, they burn everything down. Controlled, they cook the meal and warm the house. Life gets easier when you realize you don't have to react to everything. You don't have to fight every battle. You don't have to answer every insult. Mastery is freedom. Because the person who controls their emotions is free from manipulation, free from regret, and free from unnecessary drama. If you can master your emotions, you can master your relationships, your business, your career, and your future. Every blessing in life requires maturity, and the highest maturity is emotional mastery. Nobody can give you that. You have to build it, day by day, moment by moment. Once you master your emotions, life can throw storms, but you'll stay steady, because your peace won't be for sale. And when you get to that level, you don't just win battles, you win life itself. When it's all said and done, life is not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to what happens to you. People will try to test you. Situations will try to break you. Life will put you in places where your emotions want to explode. But the truth is, emotions don't win battles. Discipline does. You can't afford to lose everything you've built because of 5 seconds of anger. You can't afford to miss your blessing because you let somebody pull you out of character. Your reaction is your power, and when you learn to control it, you hold the key to peace, success, and respect. The person who controls their emotions is the person who controls their destiny. That's the person who commands respect without raising their voice. That's the person who earns opportunities because they can be trusted under pressure. That's the person who can walk through storms without losing focus. Hear me clearly, your emotions were never designed to drive your life. They're passengers, you're the driver, don't hand them the wheel. Because when you do, you crash. But when you stay in control, you steer your life toward greatness. Peace is power, calmness is strength, patience is maturity, and discipline is freedom. Once you understand that, you stop letting emotions cost you your future. You stop letting anger steal your blessings. You stop letting disrespect rob you of your dignity. Your silence will speak louder than your anger. Your patience will teach you more than your pride, and your peace will protect more than your ego ever could. That's where victory lies. So don't just win arguments, win your life. Don't just win moments, win your future. Because once you learn how to control your emotions, you don't just survive, you win.